Hey, what's going on, guys? Hopefully you're doing well. I forgot how hard that song goes. Definitely a favorite, even if I don't understand all the words. But anyway, hopefully y'all doing well. Thank you, Seneca, for the raid and the sub. I appreciate it. We're gonna go do some dwarfs today. Yeah, I added a new little dwarf fortress emote of a blinking dwarf, which usually indicates like a legendary skill dwarf. For those of you who have access to that. But I've been playing this save that I'm going to play offline. This is not a stream, although I did stream a little bit a couple weeks last week. But the last thing I had was a giant siege of like 200 beak dogs and goblins and a couple other things. And I saved as it started and then played through it. And my dwarves got through it. I lost maybe 20 dwarves for their 200 or so. And I was like, all right, that's cool. There were dwarves that were useful to me. I don't know if I want to lose them. And then I had an idea. And I did test it, and it seems like it works well. But I wanted to do it on stream just as a fun thing to share. If you have been watching in the gaming channel in Discord, you'll have known that I encountered a bronze Colossus a couple weeks ago, or last week. And I had the idea, why am I trying to fight these? Why don't I have the bronze Colossus fight the siege for me? If you don't know about Forgotten Beasts or what this means, a bronze Colossus is a giant like bronze statue that came to life. Oh man. And is hell bent on killing anything that it sees. Anything around it that it sees, it will try and kill. I got extremely, extremely lucky that when it spawned, it ran towards my base and then got caught in a trap. So I have it in a zoo in my base, in a cage, just chilling. It can't do anything in the cage. The cage is like impenetrable once it's in there. And so my thought is, what if we move where he is to outside the fort? As long as we close the gate before he gets there, he A, can't get in, and B, shouldn't get caught in the trap again. And then all he has to do is find the enemies, and they'll have a good fight. What's difficult about a bronze Colossus is it's made of metal. So, like, it's very hard to take him down. It's very hard to do anything other than, like, dent it, which he can get dented. In fact, I think his leg is already dented just because of his lifetime. But it should provide at least some entertainment. And then my hope after that is once he's taken out the siege is to try and recapture him in the same trap that he fell into by literally putting my dwarves as bait and reopening the fortress moat, the drawbridge over the moat. So he runs into my fort and back into a trap. I think that's pretty doable based on some little tests I did. So that is what I'm going to try and do today. So give me a moment here. I'm going to launch Dwarf Fortress. I'm going to get rid of the bronze Colossus here. I'm going to swap over to gaming. I need to change the resolution on my game. It's in windowed mode, so I just got to make it full screen. So settings, full screen, and we'll capture. Alrighty. So I want to do, I don't have any music, no audio. Hang on a second. Hang on a second here. No, my output is correct. All right. Maybe I just need to get into the game. So I need to load a specific save here. I believe it's autosave 1. Like I said, I did do a save right before the fight, so with the intent in mind, actually, to save scrub a little bit, because I'm trying to push this forward as far as I can, and I didn't want to lose to the siege. Yeah, here's the siege. Okay. Settings, audio. Let me turn the music back up. And let me launch Sound Sense here. And hopefully it's not too loud. That's really loud for me. Hang on. There we go. That's better. Hang on a second. Let me launch Sound Sense. Alrighty. So I'm gonna review a little bit before I do too much. So we got the siege coming in. They have a petition. Usually what happens is they petition and say, hey, we don't want any loss of life. Give us XYZ valuables. Or I don't know, maybe in this case, I do have some of them prisoner who have also ran into cages. So I'm not sure if they're looking to recoup their friends. They're looking to take some of my items. Either way, we don't negotiate with seizures. So I'm not going to talk to them. So right now there's only 10 of them on the map. If you, yeah, there you go. There's a better view of all the 10 that are here. If you watch this number, it will go up considerably in a few minutes, but we've got a couple things we need to do first. So there's an order of operations I think I need to do here in order to successfully do this. Look at all my livestock, by my animals, by the way. So over here, where is it? Over here I have a zoo, right? I have a goblin in a cage. I have another goblin in a cage. I have another goblin in a cage. I have a human in a cage, a beak dog, a dwarf, another goblin, and this is gonna be another goblin, but it's not installed yet. Also in here, I have bronze statues of the bronze Colossus, which is chilling in this cage. He's stuck in here, but I got these statues. An exceptional bronze statue of Errol Colorquills, who is not the Colossus, is an exceptionally designed image of Errol Colorquills, the human, and Yivu Aceflag, the Bronze Colossus, which is what his name is, the Bronze Colossus, in bronze. So it's a statue made of bronze of the Bronze Colossus and of Colorquills. Aceflags, the legendary, is striking down Errol Colorquills. Artwork relates to the killing of the human Errol Colorquills by the Bronze Colossus and the Shingle Passions in the Allied Hills in the early summer of year 1 during the rampage of the Bronze Colossus. So there's a couple statues of him beating the shit out of some other guys and all that, so I thought it would be fitting to put in my zoo. A little bit of a mockery is the Bronze Colossus getting stomped on. But anyway, what I'm going to do is I just marked this cage for removal. And so we will mark it as top priority, which I did. And we'll wait for them to come uninstall it from its position. Not yet. It's still in process. Okay, so now he's uninstalled. You can see he already has the haul command on him, so I'm going to undo that. I'm just going to lock it and unlock it so that he no longer has the haul command. Otherwise, I got to wait for him to put it in the stockpile. We can kind of bypass that by locking it, unlocking it, so it dismisses that queue job. And what we'll do is we'll build a cage. We'll build a cage up here. It has to be far enough away that what I'm going to do, I'm going to put up there, is I'm going to build him here. I'm gonna put him here and link him to the same lever as my drawbridge. And so what it'll do is when I pull that lever for the drawbridge, it will unlock his cage and pull up the drawbridge. But the drawbridge actually takes like 3 seconds or something dumb to actually close. So he'll have time to like start running towards the base, which is why I gotta do a little further away. So that's why he's going up there. Because when I tested this, I put him like here, and when I let him go, he immediately ran and got in a cage again because he was trying to get back in the fort. So I want to avoid him being able to make it, so that he then goes and runs again at the people he can fight. You could see that we already have up to 40 invaders, so they're growing in number. I want to make that high priority as well, so they come do that immediately. Right now, I have... You can see... Oops. I built a wall around my base, and so I have a wall in the moat, right? So there's the wall. These drawbridges go up. Every drawbridge has some cages around it just to catch stray enemies. But if I go up a Z level, up a Z level, up a Z level, I have this walkway with fortifications up here. And so this allows the dwarves to actually shoot arrows from this area. So I do have these dwarves with crossbow bolts here. And actually, if I go up another level, it's got a ceiling on it. So I actually do have like an enclosed area for them, and this is going to be a place for them to sleep eventually. But I'm hoping, I don't know if I could build a bed here without a proper roof on that too. But so right now they're patrolling. Like if I do this, you can see they're walking around. So I'm actually going to dismiss them from patrol so they stop. They stop patrolling, and I need to change their schedule to go to train so that they go back downstairs and train. I also forgot I sent these guys out, so I'm actually going to pull them back in and let them go back away so they don't get involved in this fight. I want to make sure I keep as many dwarves as I can from getting killed. While we're doing that, it looks like the leather worker is it him? Yeah. Construct the building. So this guy is actually grabbing the Colossus and is going to install him. Oh, he's so slow. But look, 140 invaders, 159. So they're gearing up to attack. They're waiting for my answer to petition. Eventually they will get bored and just come attack me. But for the time being, they will just kind of amass numbers. 189, yeah. They're getting up there. 201. $212. So we have to build it, and then we have to link it to the lever. So we can't close the doors just yet. Wow. We chose the slowest fucking dwarf to do this, too. We didn't choose it, the game chose it, but... While we're waiting, how are you guys doing today? Hopefully you're doing well. I'm feeling a bit... I had some blood work done the other day, and like my arm's all freaking bruised from it, and I feel like they pulled out like a ton of my blood. I felt like so tired afterward. Other than that, it's just been a pretty chill day. Did some chores. Met up with somebody for some bubble tea. Just chill. Make rings, make puzzle boxes. Those should both be orders already. They took so long. I just worry about them starting their raid. 271. Wow. All right, so let me go link that that lever. I want it to be this lever. Link to this. Make that a priority. Somebody, please. Yep. So I got assigned to somebody. Let's go check in on them while we're waiting. Yeah, there's a lot of them. Holy shit. They're all just chilling, like, on top of each other. Oh. Those are all on the same tile. Look at that. I don't know how they're all fitting into the same area, but 276 invaders. Wow. This is going to be crazy. Fill water skins. I don't know who is doing this right now, so I want to keep this window up. so I can check in on it. We'll know when they start running up here. All that fighting is my guy's training, by the way. There he is. Drink somebody else's blood to refill my stock? I'll pass, dude. I wouldn't even drink my own blood to refill it. That's gross, dude. He still has to go back to the other level or lever before it can be patched here. And the last thing I have to do is put everybody in my fort under lockdown so they don't go outside. Come on, buddy. 280. We capping at 280? Is that it? Is it linked? It's linked. All right, so I need to do a few things. I'm going to put everybody on alert, but I want them to still be able to access a lot of stuff inside, so I'm going to make that... Basically, what I'm going to do is put the fort into alert and restrict them to what's called a burrow in this game, where they can't, like... They can't go outside the designated areas. So I'm actually going to mark everywhere inside as part of the burrow so that they can still, for the most part, do their work. There's going to be some things they can't do, like putting some of the items in the dump and all that, but I just mined all this out to have extra rocks. I kept running out of rocks. This might be a farm. So I've been trying to do farming down here. So I found an area that had no above on it and kind of bricked it off so that I have some underground farms, and I've been having a very hard time getting them to grow anything. My drinks, not even joking, went down to like 300, 300 to 500, somewhere in there, which is, if you don't know, is like criminally low. Like that's like a couple in-game days away from not having any booze left, and dwarves will absolutely revolt if they do not have drinks. So I needed to get that number back up, and thankfully I have. My actual farm up here, if you look, it says it's poor soil, which is actually a 75% like debuff to growing anything. So I wanted to move it all underground so that they would be able to grow stuff. I don't know why I'm doing this floor by floor. I should be doing it in a big chunk. Like this. So I wanted to get the dwarves actually growing in soil that wouldn't provide such a big debuff. So I tried to move them all underground, but it's been proving to be a little difficult to get the dwarves to go that far underground. Not because they don't like being underground, but because it's so far away from everything else in the fort. Like here, I'll show you in a second what I mean. Just gotta mark a few more areas here. Like I said, I want them to keep working while we're doing this, so... But I don't want them to go outside, outside the gate. So I need to mark everything inside as safe. They can't get to some of these areas, so it's okay to mark it a little bit bigger than it needs to be. So this is Z level -100. For reference, my main base is from level 3, +3, down to what? Down to 23. So it's literally an extra like 3 bases lower than the rest of my base. So they don't like not they don't like, but it's a far distance to travel. So I'm trying to move as much stuff as I can down there. Like I moved all the farming, all the seeds down there. I tried to they're making booze, so I'm trying to store some of the booze down there instead of in the main dining hall. And eventually I'm going to move some food down there. So like if you look, I'm in the middle of making a dining hall, although I don't remember what material I said to make this out of, so I think I have to take this away and redo it, but I'm hoping to put a little food stockpile and maybe have a couple musicians that chill down here just to give them a space so they want to stay down here and they can go farm and make the booze and all that. I also have restricted a lot of them to only doing farming tasks. I should make some of the brewers only do brewing tasks as well. Anyway, I think it's Bronze Colossus time. I'm going to turn on the civilian alert, tell them they have to stay in Burrow 2. And so what that should do is anybody who's outside the gate right now should be like, oh shit, and run back in. So let me unpause time and let them do that. Where are you going? Wait, where are you going? Oh, you know what I have to do? I need to define. I want everybody in here, please. There we go. Okay. I think we're good. There's no easy way for me to tell if we're all in here. I just gotta browse and see. Alright, I'm gonna pull a lever. So this lever, pull lever, make it top priority. We should see somebody run over and try and pull it. There we go. Oh, no. They ran over it, but did not pull it. There we go. It just got pulled. So, lever got pulled. There's the Bronze Colossus. He's free, right? My gate's still open. We're going to see him run towards the gate here. I'm going to do this in step-by-step time increments. Basically, like what you would imagine ticks being in game. So I think it's like 40 ticks for the gates to close. You see, I got all 4 gates. Should close up here in a second. This is the most nerve-wracking part. Is will he get there before the gates close? I don't think so, but it's gonna take no. There we go. Gates are closed. It's going well. We're sending a big Bronze Colossus after our siege enemies. So before he runs off, let's see. Bronze and bent on mayhem. Okay, so he has no damage right now. Almost never sick, extremely agile and strong, but is quick to tire. He's 103 years old. How many notable kills does he have? Can I see that somewhere? Oh yeah, groups. Everybody. He's an enemy of everybody, which is hilarious. Kills. There we go. 29 notable kills and 75 other kills. So, 2 grizzly bears, 2 dogs, 5 humans, 4 humans. Those are all unnotable kills. These are notable kills. These are named like important people. So we killed some humans. Remember that statue was of a massacre. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 humans, including Arrel Color Quills, which we talked about before, in year 0. So that's obviously his first kind of siege of something. He got a bunch of elves, it looks like. 1 in the year 14, 2 in the year 14. A bunch in the 30s, a bunch of humans in the year 33. It looks like another massacre in the year 33. A kobold, a goblin, and an elf. So, just interesting to note that he has a history. And so now that he can't get in here, I'm hoping that he wanders off towards the, yeah, he's heading right towards them. So if we look at these guys, they're just chilling. They're all chilling on this one tile. So I'm actually going to go into their petition and say deny. And hopefully they'll start like spreading out a little bit. Yeah, so you can see they're starting to move towards us. The music's starting to rev up a little bit too. Here we go. So I think I want to read a little bit of the text as they fight. And then we'll just watch it unfold. So what we have is like I said, some goblins. It looks like we have a... Oh, this is actually a dwarf. So this is a siege mostly of goblins, but there are some dwarves and humans and elves in here. There's another... Wow, are they... All right, there's an elf swordsman, a human wrestler, goblin spearman, another dwarf. They have a lot of dwarves. Adequate animal trainer, legendary armor smith. Very interesting. I wonder if you could capture them and like get them over to your side if they're dwarves. But anyway, let me read some of the logs here. The wrestler misses the bronze colossus. The flying iron bolt strikes the bronze colossus in the right lower leg, but the attack glances away. So that's what you're going to see a lot, is that the attacks all glance away because he's made of bronze. The force twists his right knee. The bronze colossus kicks the wrestler in the right upper leg with his right foot, bruising the muscle through the bug bat leather tunic. The beak dog misses the bronze colossus. The bronze colossus grabs the beak dog by the lower left leg with his left lower arm. The wrestler scratches the bronze colossus, but the attack glances away. The force bends the right elbow. The bronze colossus charges and collides with the wrestler. The wrestler is knocked over and tumbles backwards. The bronze colossus grabs the wrestler by the right foot with his left hand. So it has the beak dog by its left lower arm and the wrestler by its left hand. Odd. The wrestler misses. The beak dog bites the bronze colossus in the right ear, but the attack glances away. The beak dog latches on firmly. Can 100 dwarves handle a bronze colossus hard enough to pull off his limbs? Maybe? I could test that afterward. I don't want to make that my permanent save, but I could certainly test it. You know what I do have? Dwarf handle, yes. I have 12 squads of 10 wrestler dwarves. And basically what I have them do is just spend 1 month of the year wrestling. Because a lot of them want to fight and do fighting training as like a life goal to make them happier, but I don't actually need them to be like doing stuff all the time, otherwise my fort wouldn't function. So I do actually have a bunch of semi-trained dwarves I can try and mob him with. Might be something cool to check out later. The bronze colossus punches the wrestler in the lower body with his right hand, bruising the muscle and bruising the stomach through the bug bat leather tunic. The wrestler is propelled away by the force of the blow. I wonder if we'll actually see him like... Oh, yeah, look at him! This guy! He just got fucking launched! Holy shit. Upper body is bruised. Lower body is bruised. Right upper arm is bruised. Left upper arm is bruised. Left lower leg is bruised. Stomach is mangled beyond recognition. Right upper leg is bruised. Liver is mangled beyond recognition. Oh, they just got punched into the next county. Holy shit, dude. I also like how they all have copper masks. That must be like a trademark. Oh, this guy has a steel mask or an iron mask. Iron mask, yeah. But they just got absolutely wrecked. Misses. Beak dog misses. Elf recruit punches the Colossus, but the attack glances away. The wrestler misses. Elf recruit has been knocked unconscious. That might be the one that... No, they're just stunned. Is there another one that's over here that got knocked unconscious? Oh, that's a mangled corpse of something. That's a dead dwarf, I think. I don't know. I love reading these logs. I could spend like a whole stream just reading a log like this. The wrestler attacks the bronze colossus, but it jumps away. The bronze colossus misses the wrestler. Let's see how the bronze colossus is doing. It doesn't even have a dent on it yet. It's taken literally no damage. Even though it twists his arm a little bit, no damage done. Beak dog bites the bronze colossus, but the attack glances away. The wrestler attacks the bronze colossus, but it jumps away. Bronze colossus punches the human crossbowman in the head with his right hand, and the injured part collapses into a lump of gore. An artery has been opened by the attack. Oh, that's this guy on the ground here. I can't even... I wish you could read their combat log after they die. Yeah, so he just literally punched this guy in the head, and he just caved his head in, like, into itself. You ever see Invincible when they get their heads, like, smushed in? That's what I imagine. Nothing's really... there we go. Attacks the wrestler, but it jumps away. The wrestler attacks, but it jumps away. Jumps away. We're not really getting a whole ton here, are we? Let's see. The bronze Colossus grabs the beak dog by the fourth toe left paw with its left hand. How specific. The beak dog bites the bronze Colossus in the upper right leg, but the attack glances away. The wrestler punches the bronze Colossus in the left lower leg, but the attack glances away. Notice the theme here? Am I not advancing time? Oh, right, I gotta hit spacebar, not period for this. Glances away. Colossus punches the beak dog in the lower body, bruising the muscle and bruising the left kidney. Beak dog scratches. The force bends the elbow. Wrestler punches, glances away. The bronze Colossus charges at the beak dog. They collide and the beak dog is knocked over. So I wonder if we can see the beak dog. Oh, you know what? They're behind a tree, so we're not going to see them go flying, unfortunately. Sometimes, like with this guy down here, you can see them actually like go wah across the map. The dog is propelled away by the force of the blow, bruising the muscle, bruising the guts. The wrestler punches, attack glances away, the beak dog misses. The bronze Colossus releases its grip on the bronze... Wait a second. The bronze Colossus releases the grip of the bronze Colossus's left hand on the beak dog's fourth toe left paw. Was he holding his own hand? Or are they just wording that weird? I think it might just be worded a little bit weird. Bronze Colossus attacks the wrestler. Charges the beak dog again. Let's see. Bronze Colossus grabs the beak dog by the throat. The bronze Colossus punches the beak dog with his right hand. Oh my god. He grabbed the beak dog by the throat and is just pummeling him with his other hand. Beak dog bites but is glanced away. The bronze Colossus places a chokehold on the beak dog's throat with the bronze Colossus's left hand. Charges at a beak dog. I wish it would say which beak dog to see if it's the same or a different one. I can't imagine him charging at the beak dog he has in his hand already. The bronze Colossus strangles the beak dog's throat, and the beak dog passes out. The wrestler scratches the bronze Colossus, but the attack glances away. The bronze Colossus strangles the beak dog's throat several times, apparently. Goblin Axeman hacks the bronze Colossus, but the attack glances away. The wrestler punches him, but glances away. Bronze Colossus attacks the wrestler, but he jumps away. The Goblin Axeman hacks, but the attack glances away. The wrestler punches, but glances away. The bronze Colossus punches the wrestler, bruising the muscle. The force pulls his ankle. Glances away, misses. Bronze Colossus punches the wrestler in the left upper leg, bruising the muscle through the troll leather tunic. The wrestler misses the bronze Colossus. Charged again. Glancing hit. Miss. Or jumps out of the way. Glancing hit. Miss. Goblin Axeman glances away. Bronze Colossus misses. There's a lot of missing and glancing away happening here. They're not doing much, are they? It's all just glancing and missing and all that. There's actually axemen and like spearmen fighting now. So there's a guy with a copper battle axe, a guy with a copper spear, a guy with a silver pike. They're shooting iron and copper bolts at him. Everything just bouncing off of him. The bronze Colossus grabs the wrestler by the lower front teeth with his left upper arm. Oh, he just grabbed his jaw? Ugh. The bronze Colossus releases the grip on the lower front. Okay, so he just grabbed his teeth and immediately let go. Just imagining him putting his hand in the guy's mouth and like his thumb under the chin and his hand like gripping his lower jaw. Too bad AI isn't like dirt cheap to process things. And a copyright nightmare. It would be sick to feed some of this into like a chat GPT, like a bronze Colossus getting attacked by a bunch of enemies and like just seeing him like, you know, ripping one like in half or something and like trying to like bash them together. Big dog latches on. Let's see. Glances away. Let's see. Here's a good one. The bronze Colossus punches the wrestler in the second toe right foot with his right hand, tearing apart the skin through the troll fur sandal. You're wearing a fucking sandal, bro? To a fight? The force twists the right foot and the right knee splits into gore. Okay, so he must have like pounded on his fucking toe and just like ripped the guy's leg in half. An artery has been opened by the attack. Many nerves have been severed. A ligament has been torn and a tendon has been torn. A ligament in the right knee has been torn and a tendon has been torn. The goblin pikeman stabs the bronze Colossus in the upper body with his silver pike, but the attack glances away. A flying iron arrow misses the bronze Colossus. The bronze Colossus... Oh, the beak dog bites the bronze Colossus in the left arm. It glances away. The bronze Colossus breaks the grip of the beak dog's beak on the bronze Colossus's lower body. Let's see. Glances away. Glances away. Beak dog latches on. The bronze Colossus punches the wrestler in the upper body with his left hand, bruising the muscle and bruising the heart through the troll leather tunic. Oh. Bruised his heart? How is he not dead? There's got to be a very fine line between just stopping somebody's heart by punching them and bruising their heart. Oh, sorry. My eye hurts. A local LLM. Yeah, that could work too. It's just tough to like train something like that without on you know, not copyright material. The bronze Colossus breaks the grip of the beak dog's beak, and the beak dog latches on again. Bronze Colossus punches the beak dog in the lower body with his left hand, bruising the muscle and bruising the guts. The beak dog looks silk. A bajillion gigabytes of VRAM, yeah, that too. I'm skipping a lot of these because it's all just like, you know, them attacking and not being able to hurt him. The bronze Colossus breaks the grip on the goblin pikeman's upper front teeth and the bronze Colossus's nose. All right, so somewhere a pikeman bit the Colossus's nose and like grabbed on. I missed that. The bronze Colossus attacks the human wrestler, but she scrambles away. The bronze Colossus charges the beak dog, collides, and the beak dog is knocked backwards. We can probably, depending on where he is, so... Let's see, there's a Colossus. This has got to be one of these beak dogs. I wonder if we go... There's a beak dog here, here. There's actually several here. There's 4 on this tile. 1 on this tile. 2 on this tile. I wonder if we step through time slowly, if we'll see one go flying. I don't explicitly see one going flying, unfortunately. Glancing. The Bronze Colossus throws the Goblin Axeman by the thumb right hand with the Bronze Colossus' lower left arm. Alright, we should be able to see them go flying then. I don't know where he threw him. I don't explicitly see a dwarf going flying. Anyway, I'm gonna let it run for a second or two. They're pushing him backward. But looking at his health here, ability to grasp impaired. Interesting. Its right hand has been fractured. Its right arm is smashed open. Its right lower arm is fractured. Its right lower arm is smashed open. Its left lower leg is fractured. Left lower leg is torn open. His right upper arm is dented. His left foot is dented. So they're actually starting to do some damage to him. They haven't lost too many yet. Maybe they will win. That would be a scary thought. I didn't think they were going to win. Oops. They're doing some damage. Shit, I thought he was going to win. I may have to deal with this siege after all. That would be a little scary. Is he not able to move anymore? He can't stand or grasp anymore. Oh my god, they may actually win. I did not expect that to be what happens. Is he still able to attack? I can't even see where he is. Yeah, he's still doing... He's still breaking their grip. There's someone's bone. It's the one of the beak dog's beaks. Holy shit. Be nice to be able to read that, but I don't know when it happened. Let's see if we can find that most recent kill. I'm not seeing it. Damn. I'm actually a little bit worried that they're gonna kill it. Oh, he's moving again. Is he healing himself? Ability to stand and grasp lost still though. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe he just got tired and now he's moving again? What's interesting is when I was doing the tests, he was kicking their ass. Now it seems like they have the upper hand to some degree. Well, he's dealt with almost 40 of them so far, so... I thought he left the map. I was about to be upset. You know what? He's nearly taken out like almost 100. We had what, 280? He's taken out almost 80 of them so far, so maybe he will do okay. Oh, now he's underwater. Oh shit! What's gonna happen now? Are they gonna try and attack him underwater? Oh, he got out. I'm sure he's probably covered in, yeah, covered in water now. Oh, he just knocked somebody in the water. Look at him. He jumped out of the way and he's in the water. He's probably gonna drown. Oh, a second goblin in the water. This guy's fucked. Look at the item. He's got full iron. He's got iron breastplate and copper mail shirt, an iron shield, a copper morning star, copper gloves, and copper boots. Oh, there's no way. The only way he's getting out is if he can grab onto the edge and climb out. He just takes up the whole thing. Wait, did he get out? Oh shit, did he get out? Oh, I think it would have been so cool if they fucking did not make it. Look at the mist from when he splashed into the puddle. Is he still fighting while underground? You can see this means he's underwater. He is 100% fighting underwater right now. He might not even need to breathe. I have no idea. Look at them, though. They're fleeing. They're fleeing off the map. Look, look. Watch this guy. He just ran. He's like routing them almost. He's making them run away. Oh, it's crazy. You got a stack of what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 goblins attacking him, and the rest are just like, fuck that, dude, I'm out. He might be trapped. I don't know how to tell if he needs to breathe or not. I think that means he has low health, though. That little heart. Eight invaders. Is he even able to attack back? They're beating on him. I don't see him attacking back, though. I don't think he's fighting back. Yeah, it's starting in 5 minutes. Wow. I never thought we would be able to get to this point where he takes them out. let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Those are the last 6 are the guys right here. I've got him underwater.
You see what I did with this thing?
I don't know what to think. He's obviously moving around a little bit. Right lower arm is broken. Right lower arm is smashed open. Right lower arm is dented. Left lower leg is mangled beyond recognition. Its head is broken. Its head is smashed open. Its head is dented. His left hand is broken. Its left hand is smashed open. His left hand is dented. His right foot is broken. His right foot is smashed open. His right foot is dented. His left upper leg is broken. His left upper leg is smashed open. His left upper leg is dented. His left upper arm is broken, smashed open, and dented. Right hand is broken, smashed open, dented. Right upper leg is broken. Right upper leg is smashed open and dented. Left foot is broken, smashed open, and dented. Right lower leg, blah, blah, blah. Neck is smashed open, neck is dented, neck is broken. Lower body is fractured, lower body is smashed open, lower body is dented. Upper body is fractured, upper body is smashed open, upper body is dented. Right upper arm is fractured, upper arm is smashed open, upper arm is dented. Left ankle is broken, left elbow is broken, right hip is broken, his left shoulder is broken. Second finger, right hand is dented. Every morning I break my legs. Fucking SpongeBob, dude. He's obviously still moving to some degree. He's not attacking back. So he keeps breaking the grip when they grip to him, but he's not attacking back. Doesn't mean he never will. It does say he's quick to tire, so it might just be regaining some strength. It's all just the goblins beating on him. Come here, baby. Come on. Wait, it says he has high stamina here, and then under here. Oh, it's very slow to tire. Oops. Healthy. I mean, I don't know if it counts. What's going on, Evil? I don't know if it counts the mechanism, the constructed parts of him as the living part of him. You know what I mean? So I honestly don't know. I don't know what's going to happen. The Colossus is just rolling around underwater, I guess. Scrambling away. Yeah, I don't really have any way of helping him. Seriously injured. Overexerted. 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 Unconscious. Overexerted. Okay, one of them is knocked out. Overexerted. So they're all fucking tired. One of them is seriously injured and one of them's knocked out. My concern is that we're providing them with great experience and they're leveling up. So none of these guys are my guys. Like all my guys are chilling in my base over here. They're all sealed into my fort. This was a siege. These guys was part of a group of 280 that came to raid me, and I put the bronze colossus outside to fight them. So yeah, I could make a staircase, but I think as soon as I send guys out, they're gonna attack me instead of attacking the colossus. And I would like to have the colossus beat them, and I wanted to recapture the colossus, but unless he moves, I don't really have any way of capturing him. All right, buddy, I'm trying to make sure you're in a spot where we're both comfortable. These guys? Yeah, I could. It would be nice to let them, you know, let the Colossus beat them, but it seems like it's not happening. I also have to worry about if the Colossus gets a second wind. Does that mean my guys are going to be at the mercy of the Colossus, like, attacking, you know? Well, what do you guys think? Should I send some dwarves out to finish these guys off, or... Yeah, I mean... Legendary axemen, they're already pretty high. They're already pretty strong, so... They're exerted, yeah. So they're very strong, but they're oh look, they just actually changed the stats. They're yeah, look at that. They're totally just grinding experience on them. Ability to stand lost. I guess what I could do is squat up here. I don't have any lava right now, unfortunately. Alright, I mean, I'm going to reserve the right to save scrub. 100%. You know what? I don't have a minecart ready to launch otherwise, or a track. Otherwise, yeah, I could consider doing that, but I just want to be wary of them fighting the Colossus. Or fighting next to water. Fighting next to water may be the bigger challenge here, to be honest. Whoa. Okay, so stuff happened real quick there. One of the guys got absolutely wrecked. The spearman stabs the goblin hammerlord in the left lower arm with his iron spear, fracturing the bone. A ligament has been torn, a tendon has been torn. The iron spear was lodged firmly in the wound. The Force twists the left elbow, tearing apart the muscle and bruising the bone, tearing apart the muscle and bruising the bone. A ligament has been torn and a tendon has been torn. The spearman pulls the embedded iron spear and gains possession of it. The spearman stabs the goblin hammerlord in the head with his iron spear, bruising the fat through the iron helm. The Force pulls the neck, tearing apart the fat and tearing apart the upper spine's nervous tissue. A tendon in the upper spine has been torn. The Spearmaster stabs the goblin hammerlord in the head with his iron spear, bruising the fat through the iron helm. The Force pulls the neck, tearing apart the fat and bruising the upper spine's nervous tissue. A tendon in the upper spine has been torn. The spearman stabs the goblin hammerlord in the head with his iron spear, bruising the fat. Oh my god, he just keeps poking him in the head with the fucking spear. A tendon has been torn. A tendon in the spine has been bruised. Does the same thing over and over. He broke his helmet. The Spearmaster stabs the goblin hammerlord in the head with his iron spear, bruising the fat through the XX means it's been worn. It's heavily worn. Who else do we got here? What are you doing, buddy? We got the Spearmaster. We got a Mace Lord, an Axe Lord, and a Mace Lord. Is the Mace Lord fighting? Hell yeah, he is. The Mace Lord bashes the bronze Colossus. Oh, they're all fighting the Colossus. In the lower left arm. Denting it. Oh, but they're actually doing some damage. He dented. That was what I was worried about. All my guys, are they just fighting the bronze Colossus? Yeah. They're just beating on the bronze Colossus instead of actually fighting the goblin. The goblins, excuse me. The Spearmaster stabs the goblin in the head with his iron spear, bruising the fat. The helmet breaks, so he just completely broke the helmet. The Force bends the neck, tearing apart the upper spine's nervous tissue. A tendon in the upper spine has been torn. So I'm hoping that they bop him one more time with a spear and like pierce his head or something. The Spearmaster stabs the goblin hammerlord in the head with his iron spear, tearing the muscle, fracturing the skull, and tearing the brain. A tendon in the skull has been torn, and the iron spear is lodged firmly in the wound. The Spearmaster stabs the goblin hammerlord in the head with his iron spear, bruising the fat. The Force twists the neck, and a tendon in the upper spine has been torn. The goblin hammerlord misses the Spearmaster, so all this attacks right here, he's done before the goblin hit him again. What's going on, Evil? Wazaka, how you doing? The Spearmaster stabs the goblin in the foot, bruising the fat through the iron low boot. The goblin hammerlord misses the Spearmaster, so he was getting poked in the head for a good minute before pivoting away from the Colossus, I guess. The Spearmaster kicks the goblin hammerlord in the left cheek with his left foot, and the injured part collapses into a lump of gore. The Force bends the head, tearing apart. So he just caved his face in. The Spearmaster, how fragile we are. This does not scare me. The goblin hammerlord misses the Spearmaster. The Spearmaster bashes the goblin hammerlord in the right lower arm with the shaft of his iron spear, bruising the skin through the copper right gauntlet. Blah, blah. Spearmaster stabs him in the head, bruising the fat through the broken iron helm. The goblin hammerlord misses the Spearmaster. Miss. Oh, you got multiple. You got the Axe Lord and the Hammer Lord and the Swordmaster, all missing the Spearmaster. I just want to check and make sure. Oh. Did he escape? He's out. Oh, this might be bad. Oh, he's out, bro. He's out. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. This is what I was worried about. The Mace Lord bashes the Bronze Colossus in the left upper leg with his, this is a named mace, the Obot Gesud, denting it. The Hammerlord bashes the bronze Colossus with his copper warhammer, fracturing it, his upper leg. The Mace Lord bashes the bronze Colossus, but the attack glances away. The Spearmaster stabs the bronze Colossus in the lower body, chipping it. The Hammerlord bashes the bronze Colossus with the copper warhammer, but the attack glances away. The Mace Lord bashes, but the attack glances away. The Mace Lord bashes the bronze Colossus in the neck, denting it. The bronze Colossus misses the Mace Lord. So I worry that, excuse me, look, this guy's fucking over the water. He's holding onto the wall over the water because he dodged out of the way. So if he falls in the water, we're not gonna have a good time. We also still have the 3 goblins left. I guess there's only 3 left. Yeah. Hopefully these guys are fighting the goblins. Yeah. This guy's fucking putting his spear into the goblin. Spearmaster stabs the goblin axe lord in the upper body with a steel spear, tearing the muscle and shattering the right false rib and tearing the liver through the iron breastplate. So they broke his iron breastplate and just like stabbed it through and lodged the spear like into his chest, into one of his ribs, and then pulled it back out. Oh, fuck, dude. I'm still worried about this guy. Hammerlord bashes the bronze Colossus in the upper leg, fracturing it. Spearmaster stabs the steel spear in the upper leg, chipping it. Glanced away, fracturing the upper arm. Glanced away. The Spearmaster stabs the bronze Colossus in the lower left arm with his steel spear, chipping it. And the steel spear is lodged firmly in the wound. The Mace Lord bashes the bronze Colossus. The attack glances away. The Spearmaster pulls on the embedded steel spear and gains possession of it. How do you get it to chip and to get stuck? Well, think of it, it's metal, it's bronze. So I could see a position where you get it wedged into something and that causes a piece to chip off as the metal like deforms around the hole. So maybe it doesn't chip all the way off, but a little bit of it chips, you know what I mean? Dent the hand, chipping the lower body. Bashes the bronze Colossus in the lower left arm, fracturing it. More of a crack than a chip. I think it depends on if a piece comes off or not. I could see it cracking and chipping a little bit off, potentially, depending on the material. If it's more of a brittle metal, I don't actually know if bronze is brittle or not. I think it's pretty malleable, but... The Hammerlord bashes the bronze Colossus in the left eye with his copper warhammer, fracturing it. Fractured his eye. The list is growing ever longer. Are all the... I think all the goblins are dead though. Yeah, it's just the Colossus. Can I recall them? They probably won't listen. Oh! We did it! He turned into a statue when he died. Who got the kill? I don't know who got the kill. Mangled rib cage? Oh, right hand. Stabs the bronze Colossus in the upper body with the steel spear, chipping it. I did not expect this to go this way at all. I didn't intend for my guys to even go fight. I just kind of sent them out there because I figured it wouldn't be an issue. But then the Colossus got out of the water. Let me find the bronze Colossus here. Hang on a second. Here's the giant mole that was fighting with the cockroach in our basement. Give me a second. There's a lot of fighting going on. I gotta find him. There he is. Oh, does it not show the log? This is it, the last one. The Spearmaster stabs the bronze Colossus in the lower body with her steel spear, and is mostly cut away from the rest of the torso. So the fucking spear guy took his spear and went right in his fucking stomach and just split him in half. Did I know about the bronze Colossus before I started this? So yes. So if you missed the beginning of this, the bronze Colossus actually came to attack me a couple years ago in game, and he ran towards my fort, and I just so happened to have some traps here, and he actually got stuck in a trap. So I've had him in a zoo. Where's my zoo? I've had him in this zoo here as a centerpiece of the zoo, just chilling in a cage for like the last 3 or 4 years. And I had a siege come to attack me. Oops. So if I go over here, here's a bunch of the dead goblins from the siege, some more beak dogs, and I unleashed the Colossus on them to fight them, so I didn't have to fight. And so I kind of was hoping that they would just wipe each other out, or the bronze Colossus. I really was hoping the bronze Colossus would win, and then if I lowered the gates again, he'd come get caught in the trap again. However, not disappointed that they had a big fight to the death. Basically what happened was the bronze Colossus killed maybe 60 or 70 of the 280, and then he was kind of crawling around because he couldn't move, and eventually he got knocked into this pit of water here. You can see a couple dead goblins over here too. He got knocked in this pit of water and he couldn't get out, and so we had 6 goblins who were just beating on him while the other ones all fled. They all actually just ran off the map. You can see some of the ones that died like trying to escape. And at that point, it was just 6 goblins like trying to fight him, and all it was doing was increasing the goblins like level. They were like leveling up really quickly because all they were doing was literally beating the shit out of the Colossus, and the Colossus wasn't really getting hurt. So I sent my strong guys out, and like one of them killed the goblins, the 6 goblins that were chilling there, and the rest of them just started beating on the Colossus. Wow. I'm gonna put that statue right in the fucking middle of the dining hall, I think. I'm assuming they can't come back to life. I don't see him as an actual statue, though. Oh, I locked him, that's why. I meant to lock and unlock him. Build furniture or statue right here. Bronze statue of a forest titan. This dwarf, oops, is still working. He's making something hopefully nice. Oh, so I did a brief test yesterday to make sure that I could release the Colossus and have him fight them. And actually, when I did that yesterday, he wasn't getting damaged at all. Like, he took out a ton of the goblins. He just left and right was just like beating down on them. He was killing them straight up. And he got dented. That's all that really happened to him. Today he got destroyed by the goblins, which was surprising. But I was testing because when I released him like here, he ran back towards my fort and got stuck in the trap again. So I wanted to make sure I could release him and have him go fight rather than just trying to attack me. So I did do a little bit of testing just to see what was going on and how it all worked out. You know what I mean? Wow. Now we get the fat loot. Yeah, we get to take anything that's out here. There's some silver warhammers, copper shields, copper bow. Mangled corpses, copper spears. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna say unforbid a whole bunch of this stuff. In fact, I don't know how much I can unforbid at once, but just gonna unforbid this chunk of the map here. And we should see dwarves stream out to go collect all the items. One thing I want to make sure... Yes, I want to keep all this forbidden underwater so they don't go diving. Iron bolt, copper bolt, silver bolt, a toad, and this guy's body. I just want to make sure that's all forbidden. The dwarves will probably drown if they go underwater. Let's make sure none of my guys got hurt. Let's see. Healthy, 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 healthy. Healthy, healthy, healthy. Yep. Yeah, it seems like none of my guys really suffered any damages. It should tell me if anybody has any serious damages down here too, so.
This item now has a name.
Zassit Mebzuthmat, Spearmaster, has bestowed the name Totman Bakust upon his steel spear. And was he one of the ones that was fighting out here? Was he the one who got the killing blow? Oh, dude, could you imagine? Yeah. Is he the one that got the killing blow? Yes. So he fucking, or she, whoever it is, just fucking got him right in the middle, split the Colossus in half, and then bestowed a name upon his spear to mark the occasion. That's fucking badass, dude. That's crazy. These fucking dwarves sometimes, I swear. Let's see. Salon Cephaldomas armor has created Uzo Lanam, Shinrovad, a pig iron left gauntlet. She claims it as a personal treasure. That is a little unfortunate. Just one glove? One gauntlet? Let's see. This is a pig iron left gauntlet. All craftsdwarfship is of the highest quality. It is decorated with alpaca bone and encircled with bands of pig iron, reindeer leather, cow bone, and llama wool. The object menaces with spikes of ruby and cow leather. On the item is an image of a peregrine falcon in bauxite. I'll tell you what, buddy. He was crying while making it. Oh, it's hilarious. Really poured him all of himself into it. How do I make him pick it up? Left gauntlet. Right glove, left glove. Can I not make him pick it up? Yeah. I don't think I'm growing anything to make clothes with. Yeah. I do have the tailor plugin. You know what? I had been buying clothes when people visited, but I somehow managed to bug my traders. My suspicion is that there is a trader stuck in the wall somewhere, and I can't find him. Which is preventing new traders to come, which kind of sucks, but I don't really have anything I can do to fix that besides like exploratory digging. I don't know. I was having an issue making plump helmets with the farmers, so I was trying to get them to do that. What I can do is let me add a task to collect webs. I don't have too many because they're not the only place I really have them would be any floating around down here. Yeah, there's a couple. But no, I know it's pigtails, but my booze was in the triple digits. It was down to like 300 booze left. So I've been really trying to push them to make more plump helmets because they had 1 million plump helmet seeds and no actual plump helmets to make stuff. So I'm trying to make them get up to speed on that. I suppose I can make them grow some pigtails in one of these plots, but I want their focus to be on the plump helmets for right now. I need that booze to recover, and it has. I mean, it's up 10x since then, but see, I do have the guys who are planters and plant gatherers are all locked to, except for this guy who's a surgeon. They're all locked to only doing those tasks. So I don't know how much more I can really do to make them farm. You know what I mean? Like, all they're allowed to do is farm. And they're still kind of not doing it very well. Part of the issue is this is 100 Z levels down, where the rest of my fort is 20. So when they want to go get food, it's pretty far away. I've been trying to work on making them a space to eat down here, and I'll dig out an area for some food to be stored. So the seeds are right here. The seeds are up here. No, the seeds are here. The plump helmets are here. This is finished wine. This is empty barrels. This is food, so they have food down here. They just don't have tables. They should have everything they need. Yeah, that's all seeds in there. Unfortunately, they put it in a barrel, so they all fight over the barrel. And they are cooking, brewing all the seeds, all the plump helmets as soon as they get them, which is good. They're not brewing. The other people are brewing. They have a job to brew here, so they are doing the work once it's grown. But like, originally this was one big plot like this, and they would plant like 4 things. I think splitting it into smaller plots has helped, but so this is an area right here. This is literally all these plump helmet spawn bags. This is all my seeds for the plump helmets. That's all I'm growing right now down here. You can see there's a bunch of seeds on the floor here, but yes, I am kind of trying to do that evil. In fact, maybe what I'll do is let me add the pig seeds. Oh, I gotta click on seeds. That would help. So they bring those down here too. Pigtail seeds. Okay, so hopefully they'll bring them down and do that. And then what I can do as well is let me add a loom down here as well. How long have I been playing this for? All right, I'm only gonna play another half hour of Dwarves. My wrist is doing really bad today, so I don't wanna play too long. I'm gonna swap to like The Last of Us and use the controller or something. Yeah, see, he's going to plant some more plump helmets there. That's good. They also leave stuff everywhere. Like, there's a crown here. He left his fucking pick over here. I don't understand why they keep doing stuff like that. Clothing. I want to do a loom here. Make it an orthoclase, and then I'll make a clothier here as well. And I guess what I could do is make a stockpile. Oops. I'll make a stockpile. And this can be only... What would pigtails be under? A dumbwaiter, yeah. I could make a minecart, but I feel like A, they would get run over by the minecart, and B, somebody would still have to push it back uphill if it's not powered, so... I want pigtail. Do you think the actual pigtail is a finished good? No. I'm sorry. Is that Karime? I'm sure I butchered that. But yes, I love how detailed this game is as well. Plants, here we go. It's gonna be their plants. Pigtail, there we go. And so now they will store pigtails in this. And then I can make a second one. Maybe I'll do it here. Let me make this one can be for pigtails. Hang on a second. Custom food plants. Pigtails. And this one can be for cloth. Plant pigtail cloth. And then the clothier can make it out of there, and hopefully we'll... I want no food. Oops, none. There we go. Cool. Okay, cool. Have you ever worked in radio broadcasting? My voice reminds me of a radio host. No, I haven't done radio. I kind of wanted to in college a little bit, but one of my roommates did it, and he always had like a 2 or 3 a.m. slot because he was new, and I was like, oh, I don't want to do that. A, and B, I unfortunately got a bad habit of cussing like a sailor, which you cannot do on college radio or any radio for the most part. And C, what would I talk about? Like, I have chat here that I can bounce my ideas off of chat and like read chat and all that. And still, I don't always have stuff to say 100% of the time. My voice would mean I never get out of the 3 a.m. slot. Yeah, because I would put everyone to sleep. But not this microphone, one of my other microphones, which unfortunately the power here isn't clean enough for me to use it very well. It's like the classic like not podcast, but radio microphone, the EVRE20. It sounds super like I have a radio voice. It has a lot more, especially when I dial up the compression. Like if I do, if I bend the compressor and then get my voice back up, you know, you have that like very even volume with a little bit of punch in it, and you know, it's gotta just find something to talk about, you know? I don't know. They rant about whatever news. It's like one person blogs. Yeah, I don't disagree with that. However, I still don't know if I'd know what to talk about. I would probably end up like researching things to talk about all day and then like talk about them in the first 5 minutes, you know? But let me continue making the stuff down here. Let me actually remove... Let me remove all that and let me make, what do I have in my supplies as far as tables go? I may make a bunch of tables here. My generic supply place here. I got beds, I got coffins. One of the guys keeps mandating coffins to be made. Oh, I have so many coffins. We got some oak tables. We got a lot of oak tables. Not so much in the way of chairs. Wow, we have a lot of tables, a lot of wooden tables. All right, so maybe I need to make some chairs. And then, they'll have a place to eat. So if I say, what do I have for metal? I got a lot of copper. Why don't we make some copper chairs? Yeah, let's make some copper chairs. Add new task. Let's do furniture, copper, throne. I'm gonna set it to repeat. Let's see, is somebody gonna grab that? Yes, okay, so they're doing that. Let's haul some tables down here while we're doing that. Furniture. They're not gonna be the nicest tables, but sometimes, I gotta use what I have. I'm more worried about them eating than being like, oh, I love that table, you know, like. Trying to choose some of the nicer. I gotta change one of these settings. Hang on a second. There we go. Trying to choose some of the nicer tables too. So if you look at the lists here, all these little designators beforehand mean different things. So like the three dashes, I think, is one of the better items. Whereas a single dash is less. The plus is good. The star asterisk is pretty good. But I think the 3 dash is one of the better ones, so I'm going to keep using that. I should know this, but rip in peace. I guess they can keep working. Oh no, we're in the build menu, so I can't keep working. Yeah, rip. It would be nice if they would just work while I'm doing this. I don't really need them to do this all at once. You pulled a $200 card? Nice. That's pretty cool. It's dash, 3 dash, asterisk, circle. Circle's the best, I guess. Thank you. I've been trying really hard, Abby. Baby, excuse me. Abby. I have one dwarf that keeps, wandering around in a stupor, because I didn't have a jail set up, and he kept getting beat up because I wasn't making the correct items for the Duke who was here. Have you made a mist generator? I highly recommend it if you don't have one. They're not as hard as I initially thought they would be to make, so... not chairs. Your second fortress ever. Alright, alright. You know what? 100% in a game that every time I do a playthrough, I learn something new. So if your second dwarf even getting up to 158 is pretty sick, so I think you're doing well. I shouldn't micromanage. I should just tell them to put anything anywhere. I'm still doing the 3s. Let me look up the chart because I can't read. Yeah, okay, here. I'll pull the chart on stream. So, yeah, the circle sun thing is the best unless it's a unique name that has an artifact, or a decorated item that gets multiplied. But yeah, the 3 lines is best, then asterisk, then plus, then dash. Nice. I would recommend a channel on YouTube called, I think his name is just Blind, who does Dwarf Fortress stuff. He has a ton of great tutorials, as well as a channel called Icon Gaming, I think it is, on YouTube, with a 0 for icon, IC0N, I think. He also has a lot of good tutorials as well. Those are the 2 I've been watching. An evil slave created by a demon, which would turn them into a necromancer after reading it. Oh, shit. I thankfully don't have any necromancers or necromantic items, but that's actually pretty sick. One of the other forts I was playing offline had an invasion by some undead, and unfortunately all the other civilizations are dead, so I don't have any, like, new dwarves coming in. Oh, that's a circle. Maybe use that one. So I kind of abandoned that one a little bit. There's actually a lot of circles in there. I don't know why I'm adding so many. I'm never going to have this many dwarves down here. Alright, and so let's do a furniture chair. Let me see how many... Needs to make 24. Let me do clear. Any materials. So we do have 11 chairs somewhere that are available. I'm guessing they're probably wood chairs. Let's see. Yep, there's a bauxite throne. Type of stone. I don't know where they all are. Maybe they're hidden somewhere. That's all right. Baby focused, yeah, that could work. Let me see if I can find the Charizard I have. Well, thank you for following. I appreciate it. I think I have... I'm not 100% sure because there's like 6 different versions of this, but I think I have this Charizard as a holographic from like the 90s, late 90s. It's not in great condition, but I do have a version of this. It's not the super expensive one. There's one of these that's like mega expensive. It is not that one. I think in the condition it's in, it's worth like $100 maybe, but it's not graded. It's just in a sleeve at work, like, because I was showing some of the students. I brought it in to show the students who like Pokemon, and they're like, "Oh, that's an old card," and I was like, I was like 10 when I got it, dude. I have one of these, and I have a holographic Mew, I think. I think this one's worth like 200-ish, somewhere in there. But like I said, mine's not. There's a couple of variations. One has like a symbol here or down here or something. I don't have the super expensive one. I just have the normal one. And like I said, it's not in great condition. There's some scratches on the hollow, and the card, the top is a little bit like crinkled a little bit. I mean, it's been in and out of junk draws and you know, binders and stuff for its whole life. Back then, it wasn't like, oh, I got a Charizard, let me protect it. It was like, look what I got. And, you know, you show all your friends, and you'd fight with it and all that bullshit. But you gave it to your cousins, yeah. Sometimes, how are you to know? You know, like I had no idea it would be worth money someday. What I'm gonna do is I'm going to say, build a throne, but I'm gonna say let's make it out of make it out of not what did I am I making him out of copper? I think I said I was making him out of copper, right? Oops. Copper, yeah. So I will build a throne out of copper, and I will say make these. And then what I'll do, oops, is I'm going to make a couple normal chairs as well, just so they can at least get started on using stuff. Furniture, chair, 11 available, so we'll drop those 3 there, and they'll get assigned immediately. That's like a bauxite, a claystone, and another bauxite one. At least they could use the tables when they're delivered. And that way we have some food. I thought we had some booze over here, but they must be carrying it off to their stockpile. So. Yeah, that's alright. At least I can eat and do stuff down here. Yeah, they're starting to place tables already. The Raw of the Shadowless Charizard. That one is 16 near mint, 600 a heavily played. Okay, I don't think I have that one. I think that's one of the more expensive ones. I think I have the least expensive holographic Charizard. I'd have to look. Like I said, it's on my desk at work, so maybe I'll try and remember to bring it home. Remind me in like a week, and I'll see if I remembered. Like the little pottery houses and Happy Meal toys seem to be worth things someday, and they were trash, worth nothing. You store, you never walk that road. Yeah, that can be tough. Oh, a little giant mole. So I had a I don't know if I could find where he died. I thought it was around here. I had a forgotten beast, which was a giant hairy cockroach, and he spent a good part of a year fighting with a giant mole. Is that, yeah, here it is. Oh no, that's the other beast. The 2 beasts fought. This stuff, and then Godum fought, and one of them survived and wandered off, but I guess I will let me make a new save. I have no idea to spell. I don't know. There were points in my life where I was like, maybe I'll save some of this stuff and see if it's valuable later in my life, and then it never was. Let's see. Puzzle boxes, coffins, and rings. Are we really not making stuff? Come on, guys. How many coffins did he want? Doesn't matter. Toys, and then if you could just make some rings as well. How many rings do we need? 1 more ring. What stinks is the puzzle boxes. You can't just make a puzzle box. Oh, right. You can't do it out of... Can you do it out of rock? I don't even know. I have a lot of copper. Let me just do new other copper toy. They need to make not a repeat button, but a duplicate. Other copper toy. Hopefully someone will pick that up. Yeah, someone's making them. 1 hostile. Oh, there's Godum, the forgotten beast. Is this the hairy cockroach? An enormous hairy cockroach. It has a twisting, jointed trunk and is ravening. Its pale pink hair and is long and shaggy. Beware its poisonous gas. Gas. It is agile, but is susceptible to disease and flimsy. Its left third leg is broken. Its left first leg is broken. Its right third leg is broken. Its left third foot is broken. Its head is broken. It broke his horn off. He has tusk. His tusk is gone. Its right second leg bears a tiny dent. It just has it dented all over the place from fighting the other forgotten beast and the mole. With the same art is 425 near mint and 160 damaged. That sounds about right. I think mine, in my condition, somebody mentioned like 100, 150 bucks. So, yeah, I'll sit on it. I have no, for 100 bucks, I'll let it sit. If it loses value, it loses value. What do I care? That's free money, I guess. How did he break his third leg? Probably fighting the other forgotten beast. I don't know if the logs are still, yeah. The logs are erased because it's been too long. That's one thing I wish that this game did a little bit differently, but oh, do I need to make the pigtail into thread? No, it comes out as thread, right? And I need to weave it into cloth. And I wanted to make workshop. Clothing, clothier. I do have a Charizard card, yeah. Yeah, it's on my desk at work, but it's in a hard sleeve at work. So, but like I said, for the majority of its life, it was, yeah, just kind of in draws or in a binder and whatever. So yeah, it's probably moderately played. Again, 150 bucks. Cool. Maybe it's a little bit more than that. Cool. Not worried about it. How did I manage to get that? So when I was young and Pokemon was new, my grandparents would occasionally let me buy a pack. And I pulled it out of a pack one day. Like I said, I have like 10 or something. It was like in the 90s, maybe 2000. How old would have been in 2000? I would have been 11. Yeah, that tracks. So, I'm gonna play for another 15 minutes or so. Cool. They have some tables down here. Is this designated as an eating area? It is. It is, yeah. So hopefully they will choose to eat down here. Even back then it was impossible. I mean, improbable maybe, but not impossible, obviously. Like I said, it's not the super, super rare one. It's the less rare one. They did that with Beanie Babies. They didn't do it with Pokemon as much back then because nobody was talking about how much they cost. You know what I mean? Like, you either even. I mean, I was a kid. Like I said, I was 11 or 10 or something. Like, I wasn't thinking about building a proper deck to play Pokemon proper. Like, when we used the cards to fight, nobody used energy. We just said, okay, my guy attacks your guy, and whoever had the stronger card like won. You know what I mean? Like there was nobody sat there and like rule lawyered. Like, they were kids and it was new. You know, like. But your uncle gave you one for your brother when you were young. Remember specifically saying you couldn't take out the sleeve, but you don't remember why or care. Probably because it was an expensive card, or would be. My students buy cards. They spend a lot of money on these packs. I always see them. They come in and they do the poll where like you take the card off the top and put it on the bottom and flip it and do all and guess like what type of energy and all this stuff, all these rituals, and it's interesting to watch, but I don't know. It's one of those, like, it's interesting to watch, but I don't want to spend my money on it. It's basically just gambling. you know. But a card trick, yeah, yeah. You know what? They give me cards sometimes. So I have Clank and Clink, the gear Pokemon. I have a ton of those. Some of them are hollow, some of them aren't. They're not worth anything. They're worth cents. I got a couple Pikachus and some Snorlaxes. Again, nothing else worth anything. They just look cool. And all that. So I have a couple other cards too. And sometimes, like when I send stickers to people, I'll put one of the Pokemon cards in there, just, you know, because I have like 15 of these gear Pokemon. He's storing the plump helmet in the barrel here. There's 3. He's picking them as they go good, and then somebody will get a job here to brew it at some point. More valuable for melting, probably. But oh, someone's actually gonna weave some thread. I don't know where it's coming from. It's gotta be coming from somewhere else. What do you want? Another coffin, dude? You're shitting me, right? Excuse me. Give me a second. He hasn't made the last puzzle box here. And no, they're still making coffins. I wish I could figure out where those traders are. Is there a way to dismiss the traders with GFAC? Oh. There it is. Hang on a second. Fix / stuck dash merchants. Removing unit 1537 wagon, civilian 26. 100%. This has been keeping me from having traders for like 4 years in Dwarf Fortress land or something like that. Oh my god, maybe less than that, but still. All right, that's good. I should have thought of that way sooner. Undisturbed thread, yeah, is not enough. All right, so what are we in spring? So I should see the humans in summer, I think. I don't know. I don't know what to work on right now, to be honest. I mean, obviously having them plant some stuff would be good. But like the most recent project I was working on was my little sniper nest here, I guess you could call it if you want. This has been built. The roof is still... Can somebody come make this roof? It's preventing me from adding beds this room, I believe. If I try and do furniture, bed. Oh no, I can. We'll have them make this room full of beds. I'm gonna make this a barracks for the archers, and I'm just gonna have them patrol around this perimeter here, and that way if they see anybody they can shoot them out these embankments. And since there's a wall here, anybody that climbs the wall, because some enemies can, they usually can't climb across the underside of these, nor the underside of these, so I should be relatively safe from climbing. Really only flying enemies would be the issue. I had a brain fart and didn't make any fortifications on the inside of these walls, so they can't fire in. I wonder, can I in post fortify? Oh, you can. We'll turn these walls into fortifications then, and that way they could fire in if they need to. And hopefully they'll be able to march around in a covered area so they won't get rained on. Right now it's raining. And except for food, that's the only issue I have. I suppose I could connect this to the inside, so they don't have to go outside to go back in. I could just make the wall. I don't know. Did I loot everything? I marked it all. Let's see. Yeah, they picked up most of it. I mean, these are just corpses now. I mean, they didn't pick up all that. They never moved the statue? It's marked as moved. Damn. Are they still stuck in... They are. Okay. That's my fault. They were still stuck in the burrow. We should see them all start trying to go grab stuff. Yeah, only the military dwarves are allowed out. Somebody was assigned to it, but yeah, here's a non-military dwarf. Yeah, they're all flooding out to grab items. That was 100% my fault. Oops.
Sir, here's the list. Looks like they're out of these things here, you see?
Oh, yes. We need to build some of these.
They're not going to be happy about the rotting corpses, but what are you going to do? Actually, my bone pile is probably maxed out. Almost. Did we ever install a new hive here? Oh, hell yeah, we did. I now have 4 hives full of bees. I like how there's 16,000 bees. No, that can't be right. Why is it? That must be like an error. They can't all have the same amount of bees in them. Oh. I do have to say, for some reason, reading text like that makes my jaw so tired. It also gave me a wicked sore throat. Glinko. I haven't played that mod. This is the guy with the bronze Colossus statue. Yep, here's the guy. The stone carver is stumbling around obliviously. He's the one poor dwarf who's like not fully there because he got beaten up too many times. Unfortunately. That was my fault though. Hey, thanks for following. Let me see how do I make the fucking puzzle boxes? It is toys. Other copper. Toy. I'm gonna have so many things to sell when those dwarves get here. when anybody gets here, really. We're gonna fail this deadline, I can tell you that right now. And rings. Maybe I need another crafting workshop. Someone's gonna need to get sent to jail or beaten up for violating the mandate. Unfortunately. I should have probably done that a long time ago. This guy just took his pants off? all their clothing's getting destroyed, and so they're running around without pants on. Which is not good for morale, by the way. Oh, actually, I didn't realize we had so few people who were even less than neutral. We have 12 people who are less than neutral. Neutral or less, excuse me. Wow. All their pants are disintegrating because they're threadbare. Unfortunately. So these are my two mist generators for those of you who are curious. Basically, there's a little design here that just makes mist, and the dwarves fucking love it. Like if we select one of them. It's close to waterfall. I'm so relieved. She was relieved being near a waterfall. And so if you get like enough of that, it'll eventually become one of their thoughts that they like remember. And they'll have reoccurring good thoughts about, yeah, relieved of being near a waterfall. They'll have reoccurring good thoughts about the waterfalls. Bronze statue. It's a masterful bronze statue of a forest titan created by an unknown artisan. The item is a masterfully designed image of a forest titan in bronze. It's only worth 280. For comparison, the statue in the zoo. No, it's only worth 202. Okay, I thought it'd be worth more than that. Rip. Okay, well, never mind. That's right in line with the other bronze statue pricing. This is my jail cells. They all have platinum chains, so the dwarves have some good thoughts while being stuck in jail. Okay. I don't remember what table I made, what type of table I made these. I think I made them out of gold. And I'm not making gold tables right now, so yeah, we'll need to make 29. Okay, so let me make some more gold tables then. We're still making copper. Gold. Table. How many gold bars do I have? That's probably part of the reason why it keeps getting canceled. 17. So I can make 5 items. That's why it hasn't been made. So the idea behind this prison, if I can remember where I built it, there it is that while a dwarf is in prison, we kind of force them to have a vacation, almost. It's gonna kill. Where they have a nice looking chain that they're chained up in. They've got a bed they can go to sleep. All the floors and walls are engraved. They've got food. They're supposed to have some wine and some goblets to be able to drink and eat. They have a table and chair to sit in and eat at and all that. And so it's like a forced mini vacation. So even though they're chained up and in trouble, they still get to have a good time and hopefully harbor some good thoughts, is the idea. If you want to get really crazy, you could like encrust the chain and the bed and the tables and stuff with gems to make them like more valuable. All things you could do. I like the stupid guild halls, which are just make them bigger to make them more valuable. I will say I abandoned I used to have my trading post down here and had a door that I could like open and close to close it up when there was no traders. I think I'm gonna abandon that considering they keep getting stuck in this hallways. It literally just is a little like winding stair, basically like platforms all the way down. But I capped it off on both sides. No, so what happens is our noble people, so we have a monarch, the queen, a duchy, and a mayor. They'll make production mandates. Like this guy wants puzzle boxes. This guy says you can't export rings. And if you violate that, your sheriff, or in this case, captain of the guard, will actually arrest somebody. So usually the person, one of the crafts dwarfs who didn't make the rings, or the person who hauled the item to the trading post, they will actually convict them of a crime. And so if you don't have a jail, what they'll do is they'll just beat the shit out of them, like legit, like beat them to death or close to death. And considering the captain of the guard is like fucking strong, like I made it the captain like this guy, Aban. I tried to make him a weak person, and I gave them a training sword made of wood, so that they can only like bruise people instead of kill them if he does beat them up. But it's more preferable to make a jail so they could be jailed and they spend their time in jail and hopefully have some good thoughts instead of getting beat up. But like once in a while, you'll see a little icon over here on the side that's like a sweating sad dwarf, and that's one of my guys who like he mentally snapped and that like wanders around in a daze because they beat him up like 3 or 4 times and he's just like he can't do it anymore. I feel bad, but I didn't have any punishment system in place and paid for it. I keep like pausing to talk. Looks like we need what? Another 3 or 4. Excuse me, copper. Yeah, 3 more copper stools, thrones. Excuse me. And then we'll be all set for copper thrones. Yeah, basically, you can make it where it's just a shitty rope in the corner and like a 1x1 room with a rope in it, and they get stuck in there and the door closes, and maybe a dwarf will come bring them some booze and some water once in a while. Or you can make it a little bit of a nicer, luxurious area where they don't have bad thoughts, or they have less likely to have bad thoughts, more likely to have good thoughts, stuff like that, you know. We must have completed it just in time. Nice. Kind of like a rehab, yeah. This guy's making more cloth. All right, so we're making more cloth, so hopefully we are actually making some more clothing. I can probably check and see. That loom doesn't have any. Oh, yeah, all right, so we are making clothing. That guy just made, nope, he's smelting ore. Never mind. I thought we were making clothing, but we're not. I have Tailor on, and so what Tailor should do is when we have the correct materials to make clothing, it'll make clothing that my dwarves need. It'll queue up the job automatically. I hate clothing in this game. It's always been so difficult for me. Where's this guy taking the pig? He's taking it down to the guild hall to shear it, I think. Or milk it. Basically, Kyo, yeah. Oh no, he's bringing it back to the surface after shearing it or milking it. I don't know which. Do pigs? I guess some pigs have fur that you can shear. But it's probably more likely, yeah, we were... where's he dragging it? He's dragging it to the corner? Yeah. Okay. I got a lot of animals. They're set to automatically butcher them once in a while, but you can see I have no meat and no fish because I have them basically cook it as soon as I can. So A, I have meals, and B, I have the meals, the stuff doesn't go bad. Yeah, I guess I still kind of am not sure what I want to do here. Do we make the gold tables? Where is my... Oh, there it is. Yeah, we started to. There's some gold tables. The gold chairs probably went somewhere else, but I was gonna make a mist generator for each room. Very much considering doing that. I also meant to be done like 15 minutes ago. I have power coming in right here. I probably could. All right, I'm gonna start doing that. Yeah, 10 more minutes. I have to admit, I was gonna play Last of Us after this, but I'm just, my mouth is tired from fucking reading all that text. I don't know why. Gotta do like jaw exercises or something. Another mandate, really, dude? More coffins. Why coffins? I have so many coffins. What I did was I made too many rooms, so I started converting them into like what, burial plots, I guess, tombs. So what I could do is like multi and do this, and it'd be like 40 tombs created, done. So there's 40 more tombs for the dead dwarves. Let me clear. I don't need to make platinum coffins. I only have like 3 that actually have dwarves in them right now, or something dumb. I'm not even gonna bother making them look nice. Just shove one in each one. We'll need to make them. Oh, I'm sure we will make them, buddy. Give me a chance to get rid of some of those doors, too. So originally, I had made these all bedrooms. But I think I have something like 250 bedrooms already, and so I canceled the construction of all these bedrooms. That's why I have so many like beds and doors available, because like halfway through making all the items for it, I canceled all these rooms because I didn't need this many. I thought the population cap was 300, not 200. What I could do is do more tombs and say these are all tombs now. Another 45 tombs created. Nice. Put doors over here too. I'm gonna make 36 more doors. 40 more doors, yeah. All right. There was one dwarf who just kept stabbing a goblin in the head over and over. That was pretty funny. The Forgotten Beast, Puag Jonosimo has come. A towering, feathered, six-legged ankylosauride. It belches and croaks. Its gray feathers are downy. Beware its webs. Okay. If this is in the caverns, we're completely safe. If this is on the surface, we're probably kind of fucked. Okay, it's in the basement. God. So it sounds like he can fly. I don't know if that's true. Let me see the description of him again. A feathered six-legged ankylosauride. I don't know if he can fly. The description doesn't look like a flying thing, but anything that shoots webs, basically if your guys get stuck in webs, it counts as them being like downed or laying on the ground, and that's an automatic hit no matter what happens for the enemy. So basically he shoots webs and then just gets free like crits on your guys over and over. The best way to take him down would be with archers. However, he is nowhere near. There's a troll down here. Interesting. Look at all these webs though. Oh, it'd be so nice to collect. My guys would get absolutely wrecked if they tried to go collect them, though. I wonder, we could watch him for a minute. See if he goes anywhere. Oh, he's beelining somewhere. Is he gonna go fight the other Forgotten Beast? There's a giant mole. A giant mole skeleton, excuse me. Oh, they're gonna fight. Okay. You ready? The Forgotten Beast attacks the Forgotten Beast, but it jumps away. The Forgotten Beast kicks the Forgotten Beast in their right first foot with his right first foot, and the injured part explodes into gore. Alright, this is going to be a lame one to read because you can't fucking tell which is which. The Forgotten Beast attacks the Forgotten Beast, but it jumps away. The Forgotten Beast bites the Forgotten Beast in the thorax, tearing the muscle. The Forgotten Beast latches on firmly. The Forgotten Beast breaks the grip of the Forgotten Beast's teeth on the Forgotten Beast's thorax. The Forgotten Beast attacks the Forgotten Beast, but it jumps away. The Forgotten Beast shoots out thick strands of webbing. The Forgotten Beast misses the Forgotten Beast. The Forgotten Beast kicks the Forgotten Beast in the thorax with its left first foot, fracturing the chitin. The Forgotten Beast attacks the Forgotten Beast, but it jumps away. The Forgotten Beast kicks the Forgotten Beast in the abdomen with his right second foot, tearing the fat and bruising the muscle. The Forgotten Beast bites the Forgotten Beast in their right third foot, fracturing the chitin. A ligament has been torn, and a tendon has been torn. The Forgotten Beast misses the Forgotten Beast. The Forgotten Beast bites the Forgotten Beast in their right second leg, tearing the fat. A ligament has been torn, and a tendon has been torn. The Forgotten Beast shoots out a thick strand of webbing. You can see all the, oh, look at this, web silk all over the place. The Forgotten Beast kicks the Forgotten Beast in the left third foot with his right first foot, and the injured part collapses. An artery has been opened by the attack. The force pulls the third leg. The Forgotten Beast kicks the Forgotten Beast in the third left leg with his left second foot, tearing the fat and bruising the muscle. So anything that references like a third or fourth leg, or fifth or sixth leg, I guess, is going to be the cockroach. And anything that's like only has the first or second foot is either one of them. The Forgotten Beast attacks the Forgotten Beast, but it rolls away. The Forgotten Beast kicks the Forgotten Beast with the left first leg, in the left first leg with his right third leg, tearing the fat and bruising the muscle. The Forgotten Beast shoots out thick strands of webbing. I don't think that's modeled, Wazaka. The Forgotten Beast kicks the Forgotten Beast in the left second leg, tearing the fat and bruising the muscle. The Forgotten Beast kicks the Forgotten Beast in the right third foot with his left first foot, and the injured part explodes into gore. Kicks, bruises muscle. The Forgotten Beast kicks the Forgotten Beast in the left second foot with his right first foot, and the injured part collapses. An artery was opened by the attack. Shoots out webbing, bruising muscle, opening up arteries, tearing the muscle, glances away, bruising the muscle, webbing, bruising the muscle, tearing the muscle, blah, blah, blah. The Forgotten Beast bites the Forgotten Beast in the thorax, and the injured part is ripped into loose shreds. An artery has been opened by the attack. Okay, I'm going to assume that tearing the thorax to shreds is probably the end of the fight. Yes, all right. So that guy won. This guy got absolutely wrecked. Did he take any damage? No, it didn't even take any damage. I mean, granted, the webs is such a deadly combo that unless this guy has web immunity, it wasn't going to be a contest, unfortunately. I wonder if he's going to run off and fight anything else. Let's see. No, it's just sitting there. He has nothing to do. More coffins. I did see that as well, Victor. It looks pretty sick. Earlier today, I had a bronze Colossus a couple of days ago get stuck in a trap, and so I had a siege today of about, I think it was like 280 goblins mostly, and I put the Colossus outside to attack them, and the goblins almost beat it. The Colossus did enough damage to the goblins that they mostly ran away, but they did a lot of damage to the Colossus. And then my guys went and cleaned him up. It was actually super interesting, but I gotta be done in a minute though. I don't know. I was gonna play Last of Us today, but I almost maybe don't feel like doing that. You know what? Let me take a break. I'm gonna take 5 minutes. I'm gonna walk around, hit the bathroom, and then I'll come back and I'll do a little bit of Last of Us 2, all right? But thank you for watching again. I know that this is my like offline playthrough. I still have the one I was doing online I might return to, but thank you for entertaining my wacky ideas of sending a bronze Colossus to fight the siege. My only regret is that the next siege, which might be bigger, I won't have a bronze Colossus to go fight again with it, but oh well. Maybe next time I'll just close up the walls and wait until they leave. Do they leave? I don't even know if they leave. Who knows, but maybe I'll convert myself to a fort that is indoors only. I don't know. Anyway, let me save this. I'll be back in a few. I'll see you in a bit.